Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to be taking your figures that you have cut out very, very carefully, and we are going to be gluing them onto backgrounds. I am going to start with the lightest color because that is my first pose. You start with whatever your first pose is. Most of you should have it as your lightest color or your darkest color. So I'm going to put these aside up here. You can either do it on black paper or on white paper. I'm going to do it on black paper because I think it'll have more contrast with my color, which is orange. If you picked the dark blue or the purple, you might want to do it on the white color because that will have more contrast. I am going to start with my figure right against the edge, not completely right against the edge, but right there. I am going to take a Q-tip and dip it into the glue. I'm only dipping it on the side of this glue because it already has glue on there. If you have to dip it all the way into the glue like that, this is way too much. It is drippy and gloopy. You want to press it against the side so that you get all of the stuff off there so it's not drippy. So I'm putting my figure on the back so that I can go ahead and glue. Notice it's not gloppy glue. I'm just putting it on the edges so the edges can be glued down. If I need a little bit more, it is not gloppy glue. I'm putting it down here. You can barely even see the glue. It's just a little shinier in the areas that it's on. Okay, so now I'm going to put my Q-tip down. I'm going to very carefully put it down on my paper where I wanted it to be, which is right here. Now I'm going to press it down. I'm going to hold it down with my hands on all the extra little spaces where it's going to curl up, and I'm going to count to 20 silently to myself. Okay, so now that should be 20. I'm going to lift, and this part is still coming up a little bit, so I'm going to take a little bit of glue from here. So it's not gloppy. I'm just going to put it on the edge like this so that it's not drippy at all. I'm going to bend this back, put a little glue there, press it down, and hold it for a second. I think the little toe up here could use a little bit more too, so I'm going to press that down just for a couple of seconds until I think that it is good and will hold. Now for this one, some of the glue came out because I was pressing so hard. That's going to make a shiny space on my black paper. It's not going to look as good. So if you have a lot of those, it's not going to look as good. It's going to look a little messy. For the next one, I am going to go ahead and take my next lightest color, and that happens to be my next pose as well. So this is about where I want it. I want it to be as the person is stepping into the activity. So I'm going to put it on the back, take my little Q-tip, get a little bit of glue, make sure it's not gloppy, put a little bit on the edge here. I'm making sure I'm not going anywhere near the paper because if I touch that paper with my Q-tip that has glue on it, it'll create a shiny black part of the paper. I do not want that because then it'll look messy. Okay, put a little on the feet, tiny bit on the legs, and I should be good to go. Okay, I'm going to put my Q-tip down over here, and I'm very carefully going to place it exactly where I think my figure would be going. I think it would be about there, so I'm going to press, and press down on the arms and hold it there for 20 seconds as I count silently to myself. Sorry for the sniffle. I got sniffles. Okay, I'm not quite at 20, but I don't want to waste your time. So these ones that are in the middle, they're kind of the same color. I'm not really sure. I think this one is the lightest, and then this one is next. Okay, and I can tell that that is correct because this one is on one hand maybe further in like that. This one is on one hand and about to be upside down like this. So I'm going to be doing it like that and then like that. So, is that how I want it? Maybe I want it closer like that. I'm not really sure. I think that's good. So I'm going to flip it, get a little bit of glue, and I'm going to do the rest of my people in stop motion, I think. Okay, this is a painting by Marcel Duchamp, and it is called Nude Descending a Staircase. Does anyone know what nude means? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, so this is actually kind of funny. So nude means naked. So it's a naked person descending a staircase. So obviously this person isn't actually naked. It's not realistic, so you can't see any naked body parts at all. It is more abstract. So you can kind of see the stairs over here, nude descending a staircase, and you kind of get the vibe that something is in motion. You can see like the knee right here, and this is the leg in motion. You can see the knee going all the way down. This is a straight leg, and then this is like a curved leg, so they're still descending. You can kind of see a head over there. You can kind of see shoulders and shoulders up here and shoulders when they're up here. This is an arm. Maybe the arm is swinging slightly. You could kind of see the swing of the arm. So they want to show motion without actually having a motion picture or anything like that. They're doing a still painting, but of a person in motion. This is kind of what we're doing with our project. We didn't do realistic figures, like you don't have a face, you don't have a realistic skin tone or anything like that, but we are just practicing with the figure going in motion, whatever motion your figure is doing. So this is all overlapped, probably with like more than, we have 6 figures. This is probably overlapped with, I don't know, I would say about 20, 25 figures maybe. So it's much more unrealistic because there's a lot of overlapping going there. But we're kind of doing the same thing. So that is Nude Descending a Staircase by Marcel Duchamp. So guys, I just wanted to show you, this is my nude descending a staircase, but instead of that, it's my figure doing a cartwheel. So this is my finished product. When you finish, you might have some paper left over, just like I did over here. Where's my hand? Ah, there. You might have some paper over here. I will trim that for you so it's nice and straight. I will do it on the Very Dangerous paper cutter so that you don't have to. And if you've got a lot of space left, that's fine. I will trim it off. If you need another paper because you didn't have enough paper for all of your action that's happening, I will give you another paper and we will attach it together. So that is Nude Descending a Staircase project, Marcel Duchamp project, really. Figures in action.